Welcome back everybody to today's video. This is Erdian from Top Notch Programmer YouTube channel, and today I'll show you straight what we are going to build. We are going to build a custom large language model or a custom AI for your company, just like ChatGPT, but it's going to be custom for your own company information. So you can put any information about your company, about your product, about your employees, about your SaaS, anything that you have, any custom data. You put this into the AI, is going to be trained and fine-tuned, and then you can ask questions and it's going to answer based on the information that you put to this AI. We are going to build the full stack of this application. Each chat is going to memorize what you have asked before and basically is going to have a memory. So in this project, we will use and we are going to be learning about Python programming language, LangChain framework, which is a framework that makes us easy to work with AI, to connect with LLM, with memory, with database and everything else. We'll use Flask framework to build the server, the API endpoints and REST API. We'll use Chroma DB, which is a vector database, basically an AI database that can put information and we can find them really fast, not like SQL or non-SQL databases. It's different, but we're gonna learn more about it. And also we are going to use OpenAI GPTs. We will use GPT-4, GPT-4o or GPT-4o mini, which is really cheap. With just 50 cents you can send thousands of requests. And also in another video I was planning to make a UI for this application, and probably we're going to be using React or Next.js framework and languages like JavaScript or TypeScript. Now let me showcase you what we are building today. Okay, so here I am on my computer and here I have Postman opened and we are sending a post request to this link /chat, and also we are sending a JSON as body, and in JSON we're just having a message, and here we'll put the message that we want to send to the model. But here first on my VS Code I have to start the server, so python app.py is going to start the server. And also in my vector database I have put some data, but I'll also show you that we are going to put some data right now. So here on my desktop I created data.txt. I've put some other data, but I'm going to also include this. I own a company called Albanian DevOps and I own 400 employees and it generates a revenue of $800 per year. And to embed this data, what I'm going to do, I'll go to VS Code, run this command, I'll paste the path of the file with data that we want to include in the database, and I'll just press enter. And now this data is embedded on my vector.chroma DB. And let's go ahead and just test the application. So here in a body, I'll send a message, hello, how are you? Just to test, and we send it. Okay, here we get an answer response. And also I'm going to ask, what is my name? Your name is Erdian. How can I assist you today, Erdian? So it knows my name because previously I included my information about me, and it knows who I am, what I do and everything. So here on the TXT that we just embedded, I told that I own a company called Albanian Devs, and I'm gonna ask information about it right now. Do I own any company? Yes, you own a company called Albanian Devs, which has 400 employees and generates a revenue of $800,000 per year. How can I assist you further with your business? So let's ask another question. How much revenue do you think I will generate in the next 4 years based on DevOps market? Okay, so here it shows the answer to estimate your portfolio revenue in the next 4 years. You can consider growth trends in DevOps markets, and it shows you here often how much is the revenue or the market, 20 to 25%. And if we assume this is going to make the calculation, is going to show me that my revenue for 4 years is going to be about $1,600,000. As you can see, it works perfectly with my custom data, and you can embed a huge list of information, not just text data, but any CSV, any Word, any TXT, anything, and it's going to be saved in a vector database and it's going to always use it. Let's break it down and we'll start working and building this project from scratch. Okay, so here on my whiteboard, I'll show you what we have. So here we have our app, and for now it's going to be just an API with Flask. And our app is going to be using LangChain. I'm just going to call it Lang. And LangChain will be connected to the OpenAI GPT and also a database. So here we have a DB. So this is going to be a vector database, and LangChain is going to consider all the database information and is going to return them into a template. So here we have a template, and this template basically is just the question. So every time LangChain is going to go to the database vector, is going to get our information that we have, and then is going to return them into a template, and is going to include to create a question, also get the user question and include the information. So this is going to be data plus user input. So here we have the template, and then using this template is going to send a request to the GPT or the large language model. So this is going to be GPT-4 maybe, or GPT-4o. And then GPT-4o is going to give us a response, and this response will be sent back to the LangChain. And then LangChain is going to send it back to the API, response back, and here we have the request. This is basically how it works, all the application. But here on the vector database, we also have a small separate application that is going to be used for training the database or for embedding information inside. So I'll just make a quick app here, embed. So this app is going to embed the information inside back to the database. So here is a user is going to put his information into embedding app, and then embedding app will put them in the database vector. And every time we are running the application, he's going to send a request to LangChain. LangChain will go to the vector database, get this all custom, and put it in a template and build a template of the question. And then Dark is going to ask the large language model, or AI. In this case, we have GPT-4, but we are going to also use Llama or any other open source GPT. And then it's going to send it back to LangChain. LangChain will send back to API, and this way we get the response. And also for later, I was thinking that to get this response and build a UI. We can also build a UI using React or any other technology. But for now, we're just gonna do this. So hopefully you understand on this way, because I made a quick graphics on how everything works, and I can share this with you in the description too. Okay, now let's start one by one building the backend and everything we need. Okay, first, let's start from scratch, open command prompt, and I'll go to desktop and create a new project, make a new folder, and I will call it Custom GPT. I'll go inside this Custom GPT and I'll open it on VS Code. Make sure you have Python installed, and also make sure you have VS Code installed, because it's really easy doing this on VS Code. I'll also open new terminal, integrated terminal, and here I have Custom GPT. So let's create a Python environment for installing everything we need. So to create one, just type python -m vnv, and to activate this environment here on Windows, we just type vnv /scripts /activate. And now we have to install some requirements for this project, and we have pip install, we need OpenAI, LangChain, Chroma DB, Flask, Chroma DB, we need Flask, and also we need LangChain community. Okay, we hit enter and it's going to install everything we need. So during the installation here on the custom GPT folder, we create one file first, and it's going to be app.py. This is going to be for the Flask, for the server. So we're going to create a RESTful API. Okay, so requirements are installed. Here on app.py, let's start creating a server for our application. So let's import Flask first. So from Flask, import Flask. And also we need request and JSONify. And now let's create the app equal to Flask app. Since we have to include name _name, because we are running just app.py file. And also let's run it here on this file, app.run. And I'll also turn on debugging. Okay. So here we have our app, very simple. And let's create an app route at app route. And it's going to be an endpoint to /chat. And also let's include the method, I forgot, methods equal to post. Okay, here is the decorator. Now let's create a function. I'll call it just chat. And this chat function is going to get the user input. And we're basically going to get this input from the body, which is going to be a JSON. And to get it from the JSON, we have to get the from using request.json and .get, and we'll get the message. Okay, so let's check if we don't have an input. So if not user input, then return an error, JSONify error, please provide a message. And also this is going to be a 500 error. Let's get now the message and response. Okay, so for now, let's return a very simple JSON just for testing. And I'm going to use JSONify and just type response will be user input. Okay, and also this needs to be on brackets. Okay, now let's try to run this. Here on my terminal, I'll just type python app.py, and this will run directly to the server. If you don't have Postman, I recommend you use Postman to send post requests to the different endpoints of your API. And here I have Postman. Just go ahead and download it. You can link in the description or just go to Google. And here I'll create a new request. I'll choose post, and the URL is going to be this one that you find here on terminal. So just copy it. We have local server with port 5000. And now we have to include /chat here, because we have created an endpoint, as you can see here, to the /chat, and is a post request here. If we try to send it now, it's going to show an error. We didn't include a JSON, so we have to go to body to click on raw, and here make sure it's JSON. And now include a JSON, and a JSON is going to be a message, and let's type a real simple message, hello, and send it. And it's going to show you a response, hello. But now we are just responding to the user input. But later we are going to update this and make this working. But for now, the server is good, so we can close this file and we will create another file here. And the file is going to be chat llm.py. Okay, so here we are going to import first OS. If you are using environment variables, you can use get the variables of your API keys from OS. But for now, I'll not do it. I'll just paste it here. But any key or API key that you see here, I'll not use it in later videos. And also we need to import from LangChain / OpenAI. We have to import. Oh, actually, I forgot to install OpenAI. LangChain OpenAI. So let me stop the server, Control C, and I'll type pip install LangChain OpenAI. And also we need LangChain OpenAI, LangChain Chroma. Just hit enter and it's going to install them. Okay, because of you are using OpenAI, we are going to use LangChain OpenAI. And here from LangChain OpenAI, we have to import chat OpenAI. And let's create now a new LLM. New large language model is going to be chat OpenAI, and inside this we are going to include some information as attributes. So the model is going to be prefer using GPT-4-O-mini. This one works perfect for me. It's really good, really fast, and really cheap. So the model is this one. The temperature is going to be 0.7. This is a perfect one to use. Max tokens is going to be 500. This one is perfect too. And also we need API keys. So we have to include this API key, and I'll put it here, new variable API key. And I'll get the API key now from the OpenAI. So go to your Chrome and new Chrome browser and just search about OpenAI API key. And if you are not registered, you can just go here on OpenAI API. And you can just click on sign up. Creating your account is going to open like this. So here on dashboard. And what you're going to do is going to go to API keys. So just search for API keys. And you can click on create new API key. But okay, so I have an API key and I'm going to paste it here. So I'm showing you in this project or in this video because just for tutorial purposes, but don't try to use this because I'm going to delete this key later and it's going to be only for testing. You cannot use it. So here now I have the API key. And this should be good. So now we have an LLM, so we have to create a memory. And to create a memory that is going to remember everything you chat with the large language model, we have to import the memory. So from langchain.memory, we have to import conversation buffer memory. So this is one. This is the one, make sure it's this one. So conversation buffer memory. And now we have to create a new memory here. So memory equal to conversation buffer memory, and we need a memory key. Memory key, you can put anything you want. I'll put the chat history, and also return messages will be equal to true. And now also we have to include in this memory or in this chat, we have to include the information that we have from our embeds of the data that we do in the database. So to do that, I'll create a new variable embeddings equal to we have to import OpenAI embeddings. We have a ready-made class for this. So OpenAI embeddings and OpenAI embeds. So here you just have to include API key. So just include your API key of OpenAI. And here we have it. Now let's create a vector database. So like I told you before, it's not a normal database like SQL or NoSQL databases. It's a vector database. It's a faster one. It's just like you put data everywhere and it's going to search it or generate it automatically for you. So let's create a new variable, vector DB equal to, but first we have to import Chroma. So here from LangChain Chroma, import Chroma, and this will be equal to Chroma. And we have to put the embedding function, and the embedding function will be this one that we created. And also we have to put a collection name. Collection name will be, I'll call it tutorial. And also we'll do this locally and we'll show it in a file. So it's going to be a SQLite file, I think. and we'll do it persist directory. We'll have to include the persist directory, and I'll call this directory /Chroma DB. So it's going to save all the database to this directory. It's going to be a persist one. Now we have to create a retriever, and we have to import first from LangChain retriever. So from LangChain.retrievers, import contextual compression retriever. So it's going to compress our input in a context that we'll include in the large language model. So we open it here, and this is going to have a base compressor, and we also have to import this one from LangChain.retrievers.document compressors. We have to import a compressor, import LLM chain extractor, and we're going to use this chain extractor here in the base compressor. From LLM, and we'll include the LLM here, from which large language model we're going to retrieve. So base retriever equal to vector database dot as a retriever. Okay, so here we have the retriever. Now we have to create a template. So the template is just like a template of the question that is going to be sent to the large language model. So it's going to include the data, and also is going to build the template and send it to the large language model. Okay, so prompt template, we have to import the chat prompt template, and we'll import it from LangChain.prompt import chat prompt template. And we'll use this to create it here, chat prompt template .from template, and with triple quotes, here we have to put our template. So we'll have context, we'll embed this context, chat history, we'll put chat history, human question, and also the AI will be please provide a relevant answer based on context and chat history. So make sure to build this template just like I do it here. So here we are including context, we are including, so context is the custom information, and chat history is the chat history or the memory that we have sent before to the GPT or the model. And then the human is going to be our question that we are doing, and the AI is we are telling them please provide a relevant answer based on the context and the chat history. So make sure to build it just like this one. Okay, so now we go to top and we have to import from LangChain.chains, import conversational retrieval chain, and we'll use this to create a new chain. So I'll call it chain equal to this one from underscore LLM, and LLM will be the large language model that we have built. Retriever will be the retriever that we built. Memory is the memory, and here we have to include the template, and we type combine docs chain key args equal to, in curly brackets, type prompt, and we include prompt template. So we combine the doc or this chain with this template, and we also included all the model, the retriever, the memory, and everything else. So here we have our chain. Now let's create the main function here. So def chat responder or chat response. We'll get the user input. It's going to return chain, and inside the chain we'll include this object which contain a question. And questions will be user input, and also we'll return the answer. So make sure to build the function just like we did here. So we coded a lot, and hopefully it's going to work for us. So we just save this, and let's make a quick test now. So to run this or to test this, what we'll do, we'll go to app. Instead of returning this, we are going to create a new response variable. First, let's import the chat response. So from chat LLM, import chat response function, and we'll run this function here, chat response, and we'll put here the user input. So user input, here it is. And instead of in response returning user input, we'll return the response. So this should be good. Hopefully it's going to work fine. So let's start our server, python app.py. Okay, so we have an error here. Let's check. So field required type missing, include values prompt temple in chat history. Let's go to chat LM. Okay, so I think the error is because here we are using chat message prompt, and actually this needs to be a chat prompt template. So let's import here chat prompt template. So copy this and we use here chat, not message prompt, but prompt template. This is a template, not a message. This is a prompt, not a message. And then we include this into here. Okay, let's try again to run the server. Here, python app.py again, and hopefully will work. Okay, so the server is running and we copy this. We go to Postman and we actually have it. So also we have chat, message, hello. We just send the request. And as you can see, we have human. Hi there, how can I assist you today? So how are you? How are you? And what do you do? Let's send again to test. I'm just a programmer, so I don't have feelings, but I'm here to help you with any questions or information. What do you assist you today? I'm gonna ask you what is my name. Let's see if it knows me. So what is my name? I'm sorry, but I don't have any shared your name. If you're chat so far, how would you like me to address you? So if I tell my name to this AI, it's going to remember it because we have it in memory. And if we ask next time, it's going to tell our name. But I'm not doing this right now because I want to include this information in our vector database. So we include my name, my age, what I do, how do I do, and then we can ask them again and see if it's going to work. So to do this, we have to embed the information using this embedding engine here, and it's called OpenAI embeddings. It's very easy, just it automatically does it for us, but we have to create another file that is going to get the text or CSV file or anything else, and then it's going to embed it using OpenAI embeddings and do it in a vector database. So let's start and do that right now. First, I'm going to create a new file, just a separate app, a separate script for this, and I'll call it embed.py. And here we have to import the OpenAI embeddings. So from LangChain OpenAI, import OpenAI embeddings. And also we need to import Chroma. So from LangChain underscore Chroma, import Chroma. And also we need from LangChain dot text splitter, import text splitter. Or maybe we need character text splitter. And also something else we need the text loader. So from LangChain.text from document loaders, import text loader, because we are going to load some text. And now we also need the API key. So I'm going to get from my chat LLM, I'll get this API key and go to embed.py and paste it here. Also, let's create the embedder equal to OpenAI embeddings. And here we include API key. Okay, so we have this embeddings. Now let's open the vector database. So vector DB equal to Chroma. And we'll actually do the same thing. I'm going to copy this from here. So Chroma will have this one. Just paste it here. This is going to be embeddings. Okay, same as this one. And here we have the vector database. Now we'll create a function for adding documents or data into this database. So def add document to Chroma, and I'll get as parameter just the file path of the document or the text file. So the file path, and we'll load this file. So loader equal to text loader, and we'll put them inside the file path. So file path and document equal to loader.load. So we are just loading this. Okay, so here we have the doc or the document. Now we have to split or to create a text splitter. So text splitter equal to a text actually is a character text splitter, and we have to put some attributes. So chunk size is 1000, and the chunk overlap is going to be 0. Okay, so here we have the text splitter. Then we are going to get the text from using text splitter from this document. So text splitter dot split text, split document, and we put the document inside. So here, this doc that we got from the file. Now we have text. And now in this way, we can add into the vector database. So vector db dot add text, or maybe we have to add documents actually, add document, and it's going to be this text. So here we put it on a database, and let's print a message like added text chunks from the file to the Chroma vector database. Okay, so we got this function is ready. Let's create the main function. So def main, and in this main function, first we have to loop because we want to, it's going to be a terminal app, and it's going to loop for and ask the user for questions. So while true is going to have an infinite loop, and while true, file path will be an input. So we'll ask the user for this file path, enter the path of the document that you want to add in the database. So here we got the file path, and also let's check, make a quick version. So if the user press Q in the keyboard, is going to quit this loop. So if file path equal to lowercase q, or maybe I'll have to check first if file path lower equal to q, then we have to break this loop. Else if os dot path dot exist, actually we have to import os. So here on top, import os, because we want to check if this file really exists or not. Exists this file path. Then what we want to do, we want to add document to Chroma, the function that we just created, and we'll include this file path. Else we want to print file is not found. Okay, I think it's good for the main function. Now this file is going to run, this function is going to run when file will run. So if name equal main, we run the main function. Okay, I think we are done with this embedder, or this small script that can embed the data into your vector database. So hopefully it's going to work perfectly just like we expect. I'm going to create a simple text file here on this directory. So just data.txt. And here I'm going to include some data about myself. Okay, so I wrote some simple information about myself. So my name is Ridian. I'm 21 years old. I have a YouTube channel called Top Notch Programmer, the link on my YouTube, and also I upload content on YouTube about coding, automation, web development, and AI. So I'm going to save this file. It's very, very simple. You can include thousands of data, thousands of lines, information, numbers, anything about your company, your product. But this is very simple, just to show you that this works. And here on terminal, I'm going to split or open a splitted terminal. So we have two terminals in the same place because I don't want to stop the server. And here I'm going to run Python embed.py. So this is a program or the script that is going to embed data. And let's see if it works. Okay, so enter the path of the document that you want to add in the database. So to get the path of this document, I'll go to data.txt, right click, and we'll go and click on copy relative path. It will work same, and just paste it here, data.txt, and press enter. And it shows you that added text chunk from the file to the Chroma DB database. So this is successful, and is going to ask you for again another path if you want to add more or if you don't want to continue. So this now is suppose that it knows my information. Okay, now for security, I'm going to stop the server, Control-C, and start it again, Python app.py, so we have a fresh application and I didn't do anything. Okay, let's see. Hopefully it's going to be working now. And we go to the postman, and I will go just send a simple message first. Hello, how are you today? Send it. Okay, it works. I'm ready to assist you. How can I help you today? Let's ask about my name. What is my name? Let's see. Your name is Ridian. How can I assist you today, Ridian? And I didn't include any other information. I just told it that from my data here in the Chroma DB, I just include this, and it knows my information about me. And let's ask about my age. What is my age? You are 21 years old, Iridian. How can I assist you further? What do I do? Let's ask on this way. Maybe it's going to tell me that I have a YouTube channel. Let's see. I don't have any information, Iridian. Can you tell me about what do you do? And how can I assist you? Do you know Top-Notch Programmer? Yes, I know about Top-Notch Programmer. It's your YouTube channel where you likely share programming tutorials, tips, and insights. How can I assist you with the channel today? Okay, it knows about my channel. And you can ask any information, it knows everything. What is the link of my YouTube channel? The link of your YouTube channel is this one and shows me the link. How can I assist you further with your YouTube channel, Iridian? So as you can see, it works. It works perfectly. It shows me everything, any information. Let me include some other information. I'll delete. Okay, so here are my data.txt. I'm going to just paste some data that I got it's a random non-existing data that is not online anywhere. So it's just a random data about a company, and I'm going to save it, just supposing this is my company. And I'm going to add this again to my database. So I'm going to include data.txt again here. Okay, so this is the name of the company. I'm just going to ask about this company. Okay, I'm going to ask who is the SEO of this company that we just put here on data. And let's send it. And the SEO is Maria de Berg as 15 years old. It shows everything. What happened on 2023 with this company. Okay, expanded to a North American market, opening with office in New York City. And we have this information here, as you can see. We just put it, it's custom information. Can you do a summary of financial this company? Okay, so it doesn't has financial details because we didn't include it here. That's why. Okay, so clients. Let's ask about clients. How many clients does it have? Has 200 clients globally. So it works perfect. That's what we need. What's what we do. So in this project today, it was a little bit long. We built it two things. We built it one backend that is running on Flask and has connected to a LangChain with a large language model that's going to generate answer for your company custom data. And also we created a script that can embed data from your from your file, from your CSV, from your text, for anything. Is going to embed it into a vector database, a Chroma local database. Okay, so for now this is running only on backend, only on an API. In the other video on my YouTube channel, I will upload a video of how to build the front end of this. We are going to build a front end that is going to generate it real time. It's going to generate a real time application based on this. It's going to be a part 2. Is going to run on this API that we have already built here. So it's going to be a part 2. It will come up into the next video about how to build it using React framework and JavaScript or TypeScript. I'm going to decide it and build this for you. It's going to be very easy and fun. Let's do this. Let's go and see you in another one.